Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is Tuesday, the 8th May 2018, and I'm here today with the kuaN Yin Oracle. And I'm just going to allow one of these cards to come through, and we'll read the message. And then I'm also going to choose either one or two cards from the OsHo Zen Tarot, just to, so okay. This card came through for me the other day. It's so me. Many hands of the goddess. It's all about having lots of tasks, lots of things on the go, but being like connecting to spirit is allowing you to, to handle all of it, to handle the challenges that lots of different projects bring. But you have the, you have the ability to do this with the help of kuaN Yin and the divine. So what number did I say? 17. Let's read it. You're having an amazing day. I forgot to say, this is just a general reading. I'm feeling into the energies of the day. It's for no particular astrological sign. And we're just feeling into what energies are around. And we've got this energy today. So maybe there's a few of us that have got lots and lots of different projects on the go. So let's just see. The goddess kuaN Yin brings blessings to multiple projects and many different parts of your life and consciousness, beloved. She is not limited to one task at a time. Do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and creative genius now, for there is much that you can accomplish together and she wants to assist you. We often create well when focusing on one project at a time, seeing it through to completion and then tending to the next one. Sometimes our attention might be stretched across numerous projects, especially if you have a lot of natural creative energy at your disposal. You may worry that you're being stretched beyond your capacity to be productive, that your creative energy is being dissipated by flipping from one project to another, and that you will not complete anything. And I've felt this so much, like just felt into the energy of, oh wow, can I really do this, or am I just scattering myself too thin? But it's amazing, like she goes on to say here, but it is really amazing, like when you're really present and just focused and you have lots of different things going on, because it's actually a wonderful energy, because when you feel like you've done enough on that particular project that day, you move on to the next one and put your complete focus on that one. Yeah, maybe it might take a little bit longer for each individual project to come into fruition, but at least that momentum is still continuing when you give it a little bit of attention each day. So the guidance from goddess kuaN Yin is to release your worries and intentions to her and let her guide you. When you feel strongly to work on a particular project, perhaps to focus on it for a time, do so. When you feel to step back from it and rest, then do so too. In the rest, you will replenish, gain a new perspective, and return to your creative work more productive. It is an essential part of the process. Trust that she is uplifting, guiding, instructing you through your own intuition, so that your projects, creative desires will manifest with the highest wisdom and in the best order and timing. You do not have to worry about there being too many logs on the fire. You just need to let kuaN Yin guide you and follow her impulses faithfully. Do not be afraid to surrender projects to her, even if they seem to be taken out of your hands for a time. When the time is right, she will come back to you, perhaps with a revised form that is more aligned with your divine purpose. With the many hands of the goddess assisting you through your trusting heart, you will accomplish more than you ever thought possible, assisted by the universe in ways unseen and seen. Here's the prayer. Hands that heal and bless, hands that lift and strengthen, hands that guide and hands that protect. Om kuaN Yin, many-armed Mother of mercy and compassion, I receive your blessings and assistance now for my highest good. Om Mani Padme Hum. Right, and let's just see what OsHo Zen Tarot. Yeah, what other information can we get about this kuaN Yin card today? So yeah, let's just feel into how all these projects are going. I mean, how you're feeling about having lots of projects, because it's amazing when we call in divine order or spirit, just how much energy we can receive. And maybe a lot of your energy has been going to this romantic fantasy, this romantic dream. So maybe too much of your energy's been going here. Maybe you've been solely focused on this. The interesting irony, I don't know if irony is the right word, the interesting thing about this though is because you're made way more attractive to a potential partner by how full your life is, how much fun and how much happiness and how much passion and joy you have in your life. So if you're putting all of your creative potential, potent energy on trying to manifest this, you're actually repelling it. Instead, maybe with the many hands of the goddess, maybe leave this one up to the goddess. Leave this and how this is going to manifest up to the goddess, and put your energy into creating, a vibrant, passionate, creative future for yourself. Maybe give this one to the goddess and have faith that whatever you're aligned with will be made manifest in divine right timing. This is nothing that you can force. And you're most attractive when you're completely loving yourself. And to attract anyone into your life that's going to be fulfilling, you need to find that fulfillment within yourself. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. This is the peace and harmony that comes from an open, pure heart space. And then when you have this pure and open heart space, it just completely blows open your third eye. And you're able to perceive the world anew. So then you have this vitality, you have this life force. You know that you can trust that the universe has your back, that kuaN and all the ascended masters, guides, whatever you name, source, energy, divine, works to make all of your heart's desires come true. And so it's very watery energy surrounding this. So maybe a lot of your focus has been on creating emotional fulfillment in your life. But emotional fulfillment doesn't just need to come from a relationship. Your first and foremost relationship is with yourself. And when you're honoring your own creative inspiration rather than squishing it to just focus on needy and dependent energies of bringing a partner to you to find fulfillment externally through a partner, then you're doing yourself an absolute disservice. You need to find things that fulfill you and make you whole in and of yourself first. And then you'll attract a like-minded person to you. Otherwise, you're just going to be attracting neediness, codependency, all of that, old relationship paradigm that creates unneeded drama and wasted energy, when all that energy could be serving humanity with your inspired creative expression, all these amazing things that you want to gift the world with. So there's a sense of needing to sort of slow down and like kuaN said, Alana Fairchild said in her card, the many hands of the goddess? Yeah, many hands of the goddess. One at a time. Just put your complete and utter focus on one project at a time. You might have 10 projects going on. But if you're completely there in totality, experiencing and fully putting your heart and soul into each individual project in that moment, it is going to be, it's divinely inspired, because you are actually just flowing. Like she said, just listen to those whispers. Let's do this now. Like, let's sit down. The feeling is, you've got that creative spark right now. Let's sit down with perhaps writing this book right now. And then you do all the writing, and maybe that's first thing in the morning. You wake up and you're really fresh, and you're unaffected by the day, and you're just fresh, and you're writing and writing and writing, and then maybe you've written for 2 hours, and then you get up and you devote your full energy on your yoga or you know, maybe you devote your energy on a little business that you've got going, a food business, and you put all that energy into that. And then maybe you've got some energy in healing, and then you put all your energy in that. And it's like just moving, and how much more fun and full is your life and your days, that there will be no need to look outside yourself for anything to fulfill you, because you're totally fulfilled and grounded. Hello, grounded in what you're doing. Hey, nice to see you. You're grounded and practical, and you're there in the moment doing what needs to be done in that moment, and you're just flowing with it. There's no rushness, or there's no like deadline for anything, unless of course you're at university and you got deadlines deadlines for essays and assignments. But you can still, like, if you give yourself enough time, which I never did when I was at university. I was the sort of student that was up till 4 o'clock in the morning taking no dose and drinking coffee, eating like chocolate and those chocolate coffee beans to stay awake to finish assignments. But that I've learned from that. I no longer do that anymore. I'm more a bit of a methodical planner, using that Saturn and Capricorn type energy of planning, strategic planning, and taking those methodical steps towards fruition of your dreams. So you can afford to do that when you're planning. You're planning things out. So you've got an assignment that's due in a month, so you can do like an hour a day, and it's fresh, and the energy's fresh every time you do it. And you might read over and go, oh, I've got a little different perspective on that today, and you just kind of flow with it. Yeah, so this is pretty clear today. It's just like, where are you putting your energy? Are you putting it on too much looking for emotional fulfillment? Because you have the ability to create your own emotional fulfillment. First, like, look at what fulfills you on your own. What brings you peace and harmony? Because this is a really peaceful, centered, grounded energy as well, the night of Earth, the night of rainbows. So it's what brings you emotional fulfillment. You don't need to look outside yourself for another human being to bring you that. You can do it yourself with the many hands of the goddess. You can just choose in every moment what you choose to focus on. And yeah, you can give a little bit of energy to that fantasy type energy. It's beautiful energy to fantasize about your ideal partner, and maybe devote 10 minutes a day to write down exactly what type of partner you'd like to attract. But don't allow yourself to get your day to get taken over with it, because it's only going to distract you from all these amazing things that you can create in your life with your connection to the divine, because she's always got your back. She's always there for you, to guide you and to steer you on the right path, to keep you on this path of complete fulfillment. Anyway, big love, deep blessings. Thanks for being here, Essence Alone. Lovely to hear from you. Have an amazing Tuesday. I shall see you tomorrow. Big love, blessings. Bye.